So, guys, I have to tell you guys the truth. Okay, before I was this travel YouTuber in his 30s that you see here today, I was a wild boy. In my 20s, I was a really wild boy, and I'm not necessarily proud of it, but it's something that I needed to go through. Not all men need to do it, but I certainly need to do it. And one of the places that I did a lot of my dirt, a lot of my sins, was here in Cancun. I have a lot of affinity for the place, but it was a place that I did a lot of, I wouldn't call it questionable, I just call it things that young men do. Boy, we had a lot of fun. I'm gonna tell you guys something. Cancun really changed for me once I met some local friends, and they told me, or they taught me, about the places that were away from the Hotel Zone Strip. Hotel Zone Strip is ridiculous. I mean, you're paying anywhere from $35 to $65 to get into a spot. They say it's all you can drink, but every time you get a drink, they're being annoying, asking you for a tip. So, you know, it's not really the price that they say it is. But anyway, come out to these local areas, and at least back in the day, I mean, before the pandemic, you're getting a drink for a beer, $1.20, $1.30, and you're meeting people who are from other parts of Mexico, but they're working here and they're looking to have a good time. Yo, it makes for an excellent time for a young person. So that's what happened. Yeah, I'm a retired striker at this point. I'm very much a supporting midfielder, maybe even a defensive midfielder, defensive back at this point. But I'm gonna say this, as a former striker, a former assassin, sometimes it's actually easier for you to score goals when you don't have a wingman. Okay? Sometimes supporting that wingman can get in the way of you getting the golden cup. When you are a solo traveler and you're working by yourself, you know, just understand that you can move with the wind. Okay, if you want to stay at a spot, you stay at a spot. If you want to hit 3 different bars in an hour or in 3 hours, you can do it. When you're with somebody else, there has to be that, I don't know, there has to be that working relationship, if you will. You guys have to be on the same page, otherwise somebody's going to be pissed off. You know, I actually wanted to show some local excitement, but the local spots, as you can see, are turned down. So we're going to have to go to the Hotel Zone. I'm going to spare you guys the boringness. Actually, I'm going to get a shot in La Chaparilla, then we'll walk to the Hotel Zone, or we'll walk to the bus to the Hotel Zone, and we'll mix it up a little bit.
Although the spot is dead right now, understand that on the weekend, it becomes a meeting point for people that live in Mexico and tourists alike. One of my boys from back in the day actually met his wife in here. He was a local Mexican and she was a woman on vacation from the Netherlands. On your next trip, I dare you to veer off the beaten path and have a little bit of fun. Really, what do you have to lose? If it sucks, just go to the next spot.
At the same time that I was going on with my madness, guys were going down to DR in droves, going to Sosua, and they were buying women. Now, I never looked down upon those guys that bought women and so forth, but you know, you don't have to do that in order to sow your oats. Just to use a Coming to America reference, to sow your oats as a young man, and while you're on vacation, you don't have to buy it. Use your charm. Okay, use your charm. And you meet women who are genuinely interested in you, and you're genuinely interested in them and what they have to say. I guess after one beer, that's when I start telling you how I really feel, right? And another thing, you should go ahead and do what you do, have fun while you're doing it, but you don't have to vilify women of the Western world in the same breath. You can do it in the next breath. Honestly, I don't think any of this is on women. What I think is, as a society, we've strayed away from tradition, and we're just in an adjustment period right now. That and there are cheap flights to go wherever you want. Alright, so I'm gonna bust down the food and we're gonna go waste some money. Deal? Let's go.
Watch how the girl in my wine and bubble. I can explain that dollar on my chest. You see Blondie behind me? She just decided to put it on. I'm doing my best to be a different man. I cannot engage. That and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad would be disappointed. You see, when a man wants a visa, he wants a visa. Determined. Normally, they'll hit you over the head something like $50 entry, or you can drink. I was able to work out $20 2 drinks. Call me cheap, I don't give a damn. And just a reminder for my young bucks coming up right now, when you're in Cancun, you are in the Mecca of enjoyment. You miss every shot that you do not take. You absolutely do not need a wingman. Your own aura and confidence is your wingman. There will be some single guys who will go to a party and look around and complain about the ratio of men to women. But look, unless you're a greedy bastard or into some different, slightly deviant things, all you need is one. And also, the majority of other individuals are sitting on their hands and too afraid to approach, so do they really matter? For my young brothers, just go ahead, ask her if she'd like a drink. For my young sisters, just go ahead and talk to them. What do you have to lose? Let's put down the damn dating apps and let's be humans again. Go over to Google Flights and get that flight to Cancun. You won't regret it. And don't worry about your friends. They'll make it when they can. Last night got out of control, and here I am a few hours later, running away, leaving Cancun with my tail between my legs. Hate this place. Take care. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Delante no, es por detrás, mami. Ponte que a los tigres les gusta. Delante no, es por detrás, mami. Delante no, es por detrás, mami.